discussion on significance of proportions in traditional architectural practice. Ancient Indian traditional architectural practice, Vastu Shastra, is practiced in many parts of India and Sri Lanka. These architectural practices, the theory as well as practice, are codified into architectural treatises. And these architectural treatises are rigidly followed for centuries. And these are practiced by master carpenters. And these are considered as a historical inheritance and defined by local people. And this is an example for traditional architectural practice. This is Panur temple, which is believed to be 4,000 years old as per temple sources. And this is renovated for a number of times, but the basic proportion of the temple is kept undisturbed. The traditional Indian architectural practice is classified into two, one for buildings and the other one for temples. These are the ratios used for dimensioning a building in Vastu Shastra. See, the ratio starts from 4:4, then it goes on 4:5, 4:6, etc. up to 4:28. And Vastu Shastra recommends this particular group, which is named as Padadikam, that is 4:5 to 4:25 for dimensioning the buildings. And these values which are coming in this group are not at all recommended. So today we will see what are these ratios. Is it a myth or simply few numbers religiously followed for centuries, or is there any mathematical background behind these practices? So we will start from the measuring units. So the smallest unit which is used in this traditional architectural practice is angulam. It is approximately 3 centimeter, and it is taken as the width of the middle and index finger held together. Generally, the width of the finger will vary from person to person. So the width of the fingers of the building owner is considered. And one measuring rod is considered to be equal to 24 times angulam, and in the present situation the measuring rod length is 3 into 24, 72 centimeters are used. But in ancient times the angulam is measured from the building owner's fingers, and a measuring rod is made out of it, and it is crafted on the upper sill of the front door frame for future purposes or future expansion of that building. Now, how the dimensions of a building is calculated according to the traditional architectural practice. Half of the perimeter of the proposed building is initially taken, which is known as semi-perimeter. Near Eastern traditions, especially Arabs as well as Indians, preferably make use of two sides, not the four sides of a rectangle. That means instead of taking perimeter, in olden days, semi-perimeter is considered, that is length plus breadth, not 2 times length plus breadth. And divide the semi-perimeter by any number between 8 and 32. So you can see here the numbers vary from 8 to 32. So you can consider any number from 8 and 32 and divide semi-perimeter with any of this number, and breadth is taken as 4 times this result, and the remaining value, that is semi-perimeter minus breadth, is taken as the length of the building. This is how the dimensions are arrived in the traditional architectural practice. So for example, consider a building with a perimeter of 3000 centimeter, then semi-perimeter is given by 3000 by 2, that is 1500 centimeter. Then let me say I have chosen one number between 8 and 32, that is 9. Then semi-perimeter divided by 9 is equal to 166.66 centimeter. Then as per Vastu Shastra, breadth is equal to 4 times 166.66 centimeter, that is 667 centimeter, rounding of the decimals, and length is equal to 1500 minus 667, which is equal to 833 centimeter. So the dimensions of the building is taken as 667 centimeter by 833 centimeter. So here the divisor is taken as 9 So you will see why it is taken. So as we have seen earlier, these are the ratios recommended by Vastu Shastra for dimensioning a building, and the most recommended values are Padadika group, which starts from 4:5, that is 4 plus 5 9, 4:9 13, 4:13 17, etc. So as per Vastu Shastra, Padadikam group is considered to be the best or auspicious, and the other two groups on both sides, Samatatam and Arthadikam, are generally not considered. And Padvanam, the last group, is considered to be inappropriate for any building. So these are the recommendations. So the best one, the first one is 9, so I have chosen that number. Now let us see, is there any mathematical background behind these ratios? So let us take the value of pi, which is expressed as circumference by diameter by Madhava of Sangamagrama in AD 1400. So the expression of pi is given as pi by 4 is equal to 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 9 minus 1 by 11 plus 1 by 13, etc. This is an infinite series. Similar results are given by other mathematicians also from Europe, like Leibniz, etc. So this expression can be rewritten as pi is equal to 4 by 1 minus 4 by 3 plus 4 by 5 minus 4 by 7 plus etc. up to infinity. So here you can see, if you take the ratios recommended by Vastu Shastra, Padadikam group, the first ratio is 4:5, second one is 4:9, third one is 4:13, fourth one is 4:17, etc. So if you see these values, say the third value 4 by 5, there is some correlation here, it is 4:5. Then next one is 8, let us leave it. Next one 4 by 9, 4:9. Next one 4 by 13. Similarly, if you see this group, which is considered to be inappropriate, the first value is 4:7, which is the first negative value. Then second one 4:11, negative value, etc. So we can see the Padadikam group consists of first few positive terms except the first value. Similarly, the Padvanam group, first few negative terms except the first value. And this group is not at all recommended because negative ratio is meaningless. And here you can see the first one is not considered, 4 by 1 is excluded. The next one 4 by 5, 4:5, 4 by 9, 4:9 are taken into account and recommended for the dimensioning the building. And these values, the first negative value is excluded, next one minus 4 by 7, minus 4 by 11, etc. are recommended. Now we will see the explanation for the expression of pi, which is given earlier. So here pi is equal to, it's an infinite series, 4 by 1 is the first value, which is equal to 4. So this starts from 4, and if you subtract 4 by 3, this comes to some value between 0 and pi. Then if you add 4 by 5, it again goes back to some value between pi and 4. Like this, it will go on converging to pi. And this is a very slowly converging series. Approximately some 3000 values are required to get some value near to pi. So we can see here again the positive partial sum terms which are recommended brings the value of pi between 3.14 and 5. For example, you can see the first value 4:5. That brings the value of pi between pi and 4. The second and the negative partial sum terms brings the value of pi between 0 and 3.14. That is this value. If you add minus 4 by 7, this value will go between 0 and pi. So let us see any logic is present in this one. So let us consider a circle which provides a maximum surface area for a given perimeter, and circle is considered only for the main sanctum of the temple, and ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter is pi. Similarly, ratio of perimeter of a square to its side is 4. And ratio of sides of a rectangle recommended by Vastu Shastra lies between pi and 4. So Vastu Shastra recommends such ratios which are having the property which lies between the property of a circle and property of a square, that is between 5 and 4. Only these values are recommended. Again we will see anything more is there. So in Parthian group, the shorter side to longer side is in the scale 1:1.25, that is 4:5. The next one 1:2.25, that is 4:9, and so on. So you can see the diameter of a circle having the same perimeter of the square is approximately 1.25 times the side of the square. So if you consider a square and if you construct a circle having the same perimeter, then its diameter is approximately equal to 1.25 times the side of the square. From this expression, if we calculate the value of pi, the value of pi is approximately 3.2. So the area of the rectangle with two sides A and 1.25 times A, that is in the ratio 1:1.25, is equal to the area of the circle with the diameter 1.25 times A. So Vastu Shastra recommends such ratios which gives the area of the rectangle which is equal to the area of a circle with a diameter equal to 1.25 times A. And again, the basic ratio of dimensions of a building is in such a manner that the area of the rectangular shapes so formed is equal to the area of a circle whose perimeter is equal to the perimeter of the square formed by the shorter side. For example, if I am considering this rectangle having side 1 here and 1.25 here, this area will be equal to, that is 1:1.25 will be equal to the area of a circle having a diameter 1.25 and its perimeter will be equal to the perimeter of a square formed by the shorter side. That is, if I take the perimeter of the square and circumference of that circle, both will be equal. And corresponding value of pi is 3.2. And we will see about the other higher ratios. What is the significance? So other higher ratios can be expressed as a combination of squares and rectangles. The first one is in the ratio 1:1.25. The second ratio is in the scale 1:2.25, which can be expressed as a basic square having the ratio 1:1 plus a rectangle having the ratio 1:1.25. Again, this goes back to here. Then next one 1:3.25. Again, two squares plus same basic for rectangle. Now we will again see the expression of pi is given as 4/1 minus 4/3 plus etc. And in the table recommended by Vastu Shastra, the maximum value recommended is 4:25, which is equal to 29. So if I consider all the terms from 4/1 to 4/29, I will get the value of pi as 3.2. So let me conclude. The Vastu Shastra, the traditional science of architecture, has been in practice for centuries in the Indian subcontinent. In traditional domestic architectural practice, the design and layout of a building is mainly based on the perimeter of the core unit. It is observed that a strong and complex mathematical background is present in the traditional Vastu Shastra practices. The ratio of the dimensions of the buildings is arrived at by using the first few positive partial sum terms in the mathematical expression for pi, which brings the value of pi between 3.14 and 4. And the ratios recommended for dimensioning the buildings are in such a manner that the area of the corresponding rectangle is equal to the area of a circle having a diameter equal to the longer side of the rectangle and perimeter equal to the perimeter of a square formed using the shorter side. Is there any relationship between Vastu and Max? So let me conclude with the words of Professor Meester regarding Indian temple architecture. The myth and science are not always disconnected, belief. As in the practice and study of geometry in ancient India can provide incentive for developing science and technology, as in the use of measure and proportion by India's master architects can serve myth. And this is a part of one paper which is published in Interdisciplinary Science Reviews. These are the references